Yo, what's going on, everybody? Matty Ice here with Profit Props. This is the sharp side. As always, we will recap yesterday first, 7-2 plus 4.7 units. And honestly, Paolo shouldn't have missed. They were down 40 going into the fourth, and for some reason just decided to continue to run him. I believe it either finished with 29 or 30 points and assists. So I'm a little disappointed with that. Bain cashed, pretty sweat free. Donovan Mitchell, I'm gonna be straight. I wouldn't have played that if I knew Garland wasn't playing. I really assumed Garland was playing. Pardon me. But anyways, he cashed sweat free regardless. Harrison Barnes cashed in the first half. Sengun was a sweat. We had under 37.5 PRAs. We had 37. Tatum, I remember he cashed. He may have hit by the hook as well. We had over 26 and I'm sorry, under 26.5. He may have finished with 25 or 26, something right around there. Giannis cashed, Dame cashed. I think he only finished with 2, and then Fred VanVleet did not play. A lot of engagement early on the stream this morning, man. I really do appreciate y'all. It really helps me grow the show, get more guests, all of that good stuff. Shout out my guy Night Fox, Jeff Reed, Adam, Nick. I see y'all tapping in daily, so I appreciate that. Let's get right into today. Yeah, we're right at about the 3-minute mark. I like to wait about 5 minutes or so to let people get in. 2.5-minute intro. I absolutely hate the new countdown sound. So that's why I'm gonna have to get a new countdown timer. But we are just about ready to get it popping. Let me give it like 1 more minute to let people get in. If you're watching on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, no matter what you're on, if you could drop a comment for me so I know that the comment section's working, please. And then we will get into it. Chris Paul assist. There we go. We got one on Twitch, so I know Twitch is working. Can we get a Twitter comment? Just got a company reaching out, trying to work with me. I'll have to reach out to them after. All right, I like it. We are about 4 minutes in. We'll go ahead and get it started with today. Again, y'all can throw any questions, comments down in the chat, and I'll go over each and every one of the plays for today. Let's start off first with Portland, Washington. Let me get my ugly mug off here. Yo, appreciate that, Nick. Twitter's working. I appreciate that. YouTube always works. They're usually the two that I worry about. I will try to build a lotto today. Pardon me. I will try. I'm not going to force it, but best believe I want to. Also, I heard DraftKings has a 3-leg 3-point boost that doesn't have to be an SGP. So I do assume we find some value there with a 3-point lotto ladder today. All right, Portland, Washington. Portland is a 6-point favorite on the road. Total in this game is 232. Wow, boys. I'm looking at the slate. There's 9 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them are double digit, and 1 of them's at 9. Okay, it's going to be an interesting day, but we will still find value. I have not been on Twitter, have not been on any kind of social media, so I don't know what's popular today. Y'all know me. I'm a big Lakers fan, so y'all know I was celebrating last night. Late jump to the office today. Hey, real quick, shout out Props.Cash for the like and retweet, man. I really appreciate them. They've really helped grow my brand. I hope I'm bringing that back to them. Use code SHARP25 if you're not already a Props.Cash subscriber. Use code SHARP25 when you sign up. You're going to get 25% off your first month. And I'll show you. I mean, I come on here every day and kind of show you. It's not just about the last 5 and the last 10. There's a lot more you can do to really make this product work better for you. All right, now we're 5 minutes in. We've got over 100 people in, 150 in. Time to get moving. First play I want to talk about in this one is Jordan Poole. Now, they've been very good from above the break. Let me pull my model up as well. So I have Poole projected at about 20.5 points. Let me see where my minutes are because he may be due for a minutes boost in this one, in what could be a competitive game. Where do I have Poole's minutes? At 35 minutes, I have him at 22.78. Let's see if that's enough for us to get to the window. We also are going to have to really think about what we think Middleton's minutes are going to be. I'm actually right with market, but if he has any kind of minutes bump, I would look at a Middleton over. All right, so with Poole, I have a slight edge to the over, but it's not enough. And I don't just like love it off the top of my head, so we'll leave it as a lean. I would, yeah, so they're sixth in three-pointers allowed, and I think they're like, let me go to my model. They're very good from above the break as well. One moment here. And I know I've had a lot of questions and comments about a VIP and a Discord and all that. I've had several companies reach out. And when I bring it to market, man, I just want it to be the best product possible. I don't even want it to be primarily pick selling. I want it to be projections based. And until I'm ready to do that, I just hope y'all are patient with me. But I come up here and I do it for free, man. So if you can't watch this, just watch the recap back. All right, nothing for me on his threes either. Assists, lean under, but it's not actionable. Rebounds, there's no edge there either. Okay, so I've got nothing for Poole in this one. No points, no rebounds, no assists. Alexander Sarr. I don't like this matchup for Sarr. He is a game time decision. Bay, Brogdon, Williams, Thibault, Ayton. Yeah, there's a lot of injuries out, but nothing like new. Someone said Klingen's boards without Ayton. I could get behind that versus Washington. That line is 10.5. Let's give him. See, I think he's looking at 25-ish minutes. 22 to 32 is honestly probably a good 22 to 32 because that is his ceiling already on the year. This is probably a good representation of what we see tonight, in my opinion. Simon's RA's under. Okay. Let me go to the market, see what the market's done. I'm at 10.2. I'm at 10.2. But let me go give him a minutes adjustment. Let me put him at 28 and see where I come out at. 27? Let me put him at 27, 28, see where I come in at. I'm really close to this, actually, which that's astonishing. I will say with absolute certainty, market support. I might be on Klingen's rebounds here. I might be on Klingen over 10.5 boards. FanDuel open minus 06, currently sitting at minus 125. Now, there has been some resistance when this number hits 130 to the over. Seems to be getting bought back down at that price, which makes me think the edge might not be huge, but the 110 at ESPN Bet and MGM. I do kind of like this. I do. Let me at least, at minimum, we're going to put this on the lean sheet at minimum. I'll probably get down on this one, though. No action yet today. This is an early lead for top plays. Also, I want to check the unders or the what we didn't play yesterday. I think Scotty would have sold. Grayson Allen's threes was easy money. I think Amon Thompson got the double-double. Kristaps didn't play. Looks like we'd have done pretty well if we played all yesterday's leans. Storch said lean sheet is money. He is right. This could be a lay piece today. Clarkson threes. Okay, we'll keep moving. What was the next request? We'll get to this in the Spurs game. I really like Klingen's boards. Simon's RA's under. All right, we'll keep moving. You know, a Klingen PRAs might not be a bad look there either. Let me go to the model because I don't have an opinion. And is 29 minutes fair? Let me go check. It might be a little high. 20. Let's go 26. Although I don't think 29 is super out of the realms of possibility. And at that number, I come in at 13.43. I lean over here. Come in at 13.43. Hold on. Oh, yeah, there's no edge there. All right, no edge. Easy to keep it moving. I personally lean over, but the model is kind of right with market there. Rebounds, 3.5. No edge. Because of the juice. I do lean under, but yeah, that price wild. 5.5 assists. Where do I come in at? Scoot Henderson assists 5.76. 5.76. It is plus money some places. I do lean over Scoot's assists. Yeah, the plus 116 at FanDuel seems to be a little too much. I do lean over Scoot Henderson's assists. It's not like a crazy lean over, but at the plus money is the only way I'd play that. All right, moving on from Scoot. Jeremy Grant. We're going to dig a little deeper here to Mr. Jeremy Grant. Let me log in. One second here, boys. All right, here we go. Jeremy Grant, 17th for a spot up, 27th in transition. They leak a lot of three-point corners. What's his threes line at? Books are hip. What's a 1.5 threes? I'm not laying 2. I don't hate the over for Jeremy Grant's points in this. I'm not racing to the books to play it. It's obviously inflated because it's Washington. 15 plus at minus 125, though, kind of has my name on it. Definitely a lean over for me here. Yeah, definitely a lean over for me here. Rebounds without Ayton. Look good the last 10. Model. I'm at 2.35 threes. I still lean over because of how plus money that line is. Yeah, points, I'm really just right there. There's no edge. I don't hate an RA under, but I'm probably just going to stay away from it without Ayton. But I do lean under Jeremy Grant's RAs. No unders versus the Wiz. How about a Wizards player under? Wizards player under, maybe, yeah. Yeah, you're right. No unders versus the Wizards, though. Middleton, what would be interesting to me here is the minutes bump. Days rest, if we start seeing 27, 28 minutes, I could see the over looking good there. But that's not a spot I want to attack yet. Fluctuating minutes is usually not my strong suit. Damn, this line's... It's because it's Washington. All right, I've got nothing in this game. Oh, someone asked me about Simon's RAs. Nothing for me on pool. Simon's RAs looks like they were 9.5. Okay. FanDuel's the 8.5 juice. Let me see. So yes, plenty of model support. Plenty of market support. That data is so old that it doesn't matter. I do like Simon's RAs under. I do. I think I'm gonna run it. We make this the first play on the 130. Model projections. I know 6, 7.9. Maybe even 8. Right around exactly 8. So we can lay in under 9.5, 130. I'm locking this in. I'm gonna go to DraftKings and make sure it's there. Damn, my shit's blowing up. Hey, I want to just first of all shout outs to everybody that be showing love on the stream, man. It really helps me grow the page, helps me get followers, not even followers, but new people to come on to the show, guests. So I just want to shout out everybody that show love. Shout out my guy Spade. Shout out Turk. I know you've been tapped in for a while now. Shout outs to the Butler. Shout outs Prince of Parlays. I know you've been tapped in. Shout outs to Illuminati. I'm sorry if I butchered the shit out of that, but I do appreciate you showing love to the stream. And then shout outs to the retweeters for sure. Props.cash, Prince of Parlays, and Ross, man. Appreciate Props.cash for sponsoring this show. Let's keep it moving. Yeah, if you haven't yet, man, drop a like, drop a follow, drop a retweet. Very much appreciated. All right, I'm going to DraftKings and locking this in. Do-do-do. Let's go. Yes, sir, Stort. Shout outs. It's an under versus the Warriors, though, so if it misses, I'm blaming you. RA's assists over under. Oh, it's actually 125. I'll fuck with that for sure. I'm good with that. Yep, lock that in. Under 9.5 RAs is what we just locked in. And still a very, very, very strong lean to Klingon, just so we are clear. Let me make sure that hasn't moved before we move on from this game. Storch said, I bet it and it moved to 125. You're welcome. Hey, appreciate that, buddy. They're like, yeah, we got some soft action here. Hey, I appreciate that. Look at Koulibaly before we move. Bet. Belil Koulibaly, there you. All right, so minutes are going to be up. No Brogdon. Koulibaly just a second-year player, right? Initially, don't hate it. Let's go to the model. All right, the points is tricky for me. The points is just going to be a very, very tiny lean to the over, but nothing actionable. Rebounds, 4.87. Again, I just agree with the market. Juice to the over 4.5. And then assists 3-3. I don't really have anything for Koulibaly, man. I'm really close to market with everything. Slight lean over to the points and rebounds, slight lean under to the assists. Nothing actionable from me. Ben said his PRAs and I said his under assists. If you guys are leaning under, I do lean under the assists. Points and rebounds, no real opinion out of me. I'm no real opinion out of me. Obviously, Ayton was out. He was a cash cow for us earlier in the year, but that's obviously died. So let's keep moving. One official play in there. It is Anthony Simons under 9.5 RAs. I do lean over for a Jeremy Grant points, and I do lean over for a Donovan Clingan rebounds. Clingan's really close. Don't be surprised if you see that one before the end of the day. All right, next we have Boston, Detroit. Let's get the injury news. Wow. So Porzingis did miss last game. He was like a super late scratch. He wasn't officially announced out until halftime, taken out of the starting lineup like 10 minutes before tip. I would be cautious with attacking that line. This spread is 4.5. Boston, obviously, the favorite. Porzingis, Cornette, and Horford, all game time decisions. So keep that in mind. Drew Holiday also missed yesterday. Going to be hard for me to attack any player prop lines for Boston right now. I do like Porzingis to have in the realm of 7 to 10 3-point attempts today. You could even go 6 to 10, assuming he plays. Malik Beasley. Over in 2 or 3 versus them this season. Only 16 in this game, so that kind of makes sense. Attempts, 8, 11, and then just 3. Let's go see what the market's done for each of these guys. We'll go Celtics. We'll go threes. Again, not a lot of lines open. Malik Beasley looks like it's trending up slightly and slowly. I'm not in a rush to bet it. What about KP? Really the same story. I like both of those as leans. Jaylen Brown is also doubtful. Jaylen Brown is doubtful for sure. I like KP's points more now. If we were to get no, and see, I think I'd like KP's threes versus Detroit. This season, I think he had 7 attempts in each. Really strong lean to KP's points and threes. This one we're waiting until game time for. Well, at least shoot around. I know he's dealing with an illness and all that good stuff, so we're just going to hold off on this. But I do lean over points and threes for KP. This game may be kind of hard to attack if we're being honest. Let me go to the model for Cade's rebounds. We're just going to look at Cade's everything real quick. Nothing on the points. You could say a lean under, but I'm right at 26.5, so it's not a lot. Nah, Storch, I don't like Cade's rebounds over. I'm at 5.6, so it's not enough. Looks like, I mean, I'm actually considering playing the under. Looks like it's 6.5. Some places coming down to 5.5. What would worry me if Boston's down a whole bunch of bigs? I'm chilling on Cade. I actually lean under, though, not over. Tobias Harris looks good. Are we going to take his threes for plus money? I don't know, man. I don't think we found the bottom. Boston, I think, is the second best spot up team in the league. He is over in 2 of 3, though. Volume was there in 2 of them. That's what's most important to me is volume. Third verse spot up, yeah. I don't know. I don't know about Malik. All right, let's keep moving. Drew, game time decision. Tobias. I'm just sick, man. I bet on him one time in this stretch. One time in this stretch, and it's this game. Terrible first half. I'm not fading him today, at least not on the points. Let's go to the model, see about rebounds and assists. 5.2 boards. So when you factor in the juice, it's pretty close. 2.9% edge under, though. Model really likes this. Model really likes this line. Hold on, I can get a little deeper into the weeds. Give me a second. I like Tobias Harris over 1.5 assists here. Let's go see what the market's done. There's not a lot of people open, but it's definitely climbing. Plus 105 everywhere. I mean, 365 Fanatics, MGM, and ESPN, and Fliff. I think I'm running a Tobias Harris over 1.5 assists with the model projections of 2.16. So the model projections over 2, and we're laying a plus money. Yeah. I can update the banner. First, we have Anthony Simons under 9.5 rebounds and assists. First play. Only play at the moment. But I actually think I'm about to run this right here at plus money. I really like this at plus money. One unit, Matty Ice? It's minus 05 on DK. Hold on, let me give my odd screen a refresh because I don't have a DK line. Tobias Harris, I'm still not seeing a DK line, but you're saying it's minus -05. It's plus +05 very many places. I think I'm going to go run this at ESPN right now. Little plus money, little plus. Yeah, let's run it. I'm going. What have the potentials been like? Real quick, hold on before we go. Potentials. They don't look bad. One more second. There's one more thing I want to check, and then we'll be good to go. For his last 5 games, he's averaging 5.5, 4.5, and we need 2. What is he averaging without Ivy on the season? Averaging 4.2. That's with 30 plus minutes, but I do think this game stays competitive, especially if Boston. Oh shit, Storch, did you give us that one as well? That's hilarious. Didn't even put that together. Hell yeah, let's run this 1.5 plus money plus +05 at ESPN. Storch, they're either going to be calling you him or ass tomorrow, buddy. And that is the name of the game. All right, let me add that to the banner real quick. Pardon me. All right, right back to business. 2 plays so far. Tatum line is 28.5 today, probably because there's a lot of questionables. Okay, we played his under 26.5 last night. He finished with just 19. Yeah, we're just going to stay away with the idea that Jaylen Brown might be out, so he's going to have a lot more attempts. I like Porzingis if that happens as well, though. Derek White's line tells me JB might be out by itself, or yeah, I guess it could be KP as well. I think we might be on Derek White here, points over. With shout outs, Ben. He asked me about it yesterday. Now, to be fair, had I known Porzingis wasn't have played, that 13.5 yesterday would have been a nuke. The number 8 versus spot up, but 22 from above the break. What's the market done? I think 16.5 is just a little too much for me, fellas. 15 plus, something in that realm, cool. I think 16.5 is just too far gone for me on Derek White. Yep, I've got nothing for you on Derek White. Just ran through the model. Malik Beasley, we're just going to wait. It's really a tough matchup. Don't be surprised if you see him on the card today, though. I'm just saying I'm not racing to it just yet. All right, Toronto, Indiana. Indy's a 10.5 point favorite. I think we've got a decent bit of injury news. Podol game time decision, McConnell game time decision, Halliburton game time decision. We did just cash a Nemhard assist. What's the line at today? I'm not super opposed to this again today. Hold on. Yeah, we're going. Rivers, projection 5.74. We can lay a 4.5. 9 in the one game without Hallie. Without McConnell, 5. That was the last time we just played him. What about last season? Over his last 30 games without McConnell, through the roof. Hallie, through the roof. Are there any with each? 7-7. 124 at Rivers. I'm going. Ben, you're going to have to update me on what this means. But sorry, Andrew Nemhard's assist over at Rivers is a play right now. All right, that looks good. That looks good. I am satisfied with that. Nemhard's PAs might not even be a bad look too if Hallie doesn't go, but let's just grab the assists and chill. Let me go check Naismith's scoring profile. No, there's nothing there. Quickly coming off a back-to-back, right? Nothing for me there. I don't hate a rebounds over. Did you auto-populate today? He did. Thank you. 469. Yeah, I might be on this rebounds over. Points I'm at 18.56, so I passed over it, but the model likes it. Damn, I like quickly everything over if we're being real. Well, the model especially does. Emmanuel quickly PRA's over. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Ben. Yeah, man, it's probably like I said, I'd love it at 15 plus. You know I'm a fan of Fade and Halliburton. Where's the model? Wow, 777, the Lord's number. That's my projection, 777. Nice open 9.5 minus 120. Damn it. I don't hate his assists under, but Ben, I kind of like his RAs under. Let's go. Damn, I wish there was more than one book open at 13.5. Let's talk about player profiles, scoring profiles. They're 21st versus pick and roll ball handlers. What's his field goal attempts been like? 18 and 16. Okay, so field goal attempts remained high. Potentials, 10 and 12. Yeah. Even at 145, I think you play. It is getting juicy now, man. I can get it 139 at Rivers. DK's at 145 and 365's at 140. Hmm. I'll be honest, I like his PRAs under a lot too. But like with the eyeball test, the points scare me. Oh, I just wish I could get a 13 and a half on the RAs. You know what, Ben? Let's run it as a lay piece. It's going on the sheet. Let's run it as a lay piece. Let's run it as a lay piece, Ben. Good call. I still like the 8.5. Like if you're really liking it and you're thinking about it, I would not talk you off the 8.5. Well, let's go to Pascal and then we can go to Scotty. Pascal points, nothing. Assists, lean over. Rebounds, nothing. Nothing really for Pascal. I will say I lean over his assists here. And I think that also, like without McConnell, how did he do? Denver and Charlotte potentials 4-2. Halliburton couple last year. I lean over Pascal's assists. It's not enough, but I lean over there. Scotty Barnes. Hold on a second. I got to see something because I know I had leans on him yesterday. Okay, I'm glad we stayed off. Scotty Barnes would have missed. I was looking at under 19 and a half. He had 21. Good to know. Projections for today, 19.68, right around market. Nothing for me there. Assists, nothing. Rebounds, under. I don't really love betting under rebounds versus this team. This season, 6 in 35 minutes. Model likes it coming in at 6.81, giving us a 22% edge. What's the market done? It came up a little bit, actually, going against us. Doesn't look like the effort's down any. No, well, I will say lean over for Scotty, but I'm not going to get no. Lean under, sorry. Lean under for Scotty, but nothing official out of that. Let's go to Barrett. 6.02 rebounds, but the juice on the over 5.5 is crazy. So nothing there. Not really leaning on the under 6.5 either, though. Just be a no play for me there, right in the middle of the market. Assists 5.23. I do like an RJ assist. Let's check points before we get there. Can we talk about an RJ PA over? Both this season, maybe all three. I don't know. Yeah, let's get a little deeper into the weeds here. Also, I think Quickly was out in at least one of these games. Yeah, they played twice. Quickly's missed both. Okay. Makes me like the points a little more. And that's definitely bumped. 19.5, 125, still a DK. Wow, at least 15 field goal attempts in every game with Quickly. All right. Let's call the floor like the ceiling like 22. And that's a lot closer to my projections. My projections are 23-4-4. I'll be honest, I mean that's a really big edge. You don't see edges like that too often. What's the spread in this one? 10. I think 38 would be rather optimistic in his playing time tonight, just with the blowout potential. He ran it the other night, losing by 10, though. I do like RJ. You like Barrett's threes, Storch? I'll look at it. You know I'm a sucker for a 3-point line. 2 point. Oh, my Lord, have mercy on my soul. Hold on a second. Now, I know Indy likes to run people off the line. No kidding. Do I think he gets 5 today? Attempts. I don't know. Model likes it. 9th and 3-point attempts allowed. 19th for a spot up. Storch, I don't hate this at all. I like his points a little bit better, but I don't hate his threes either. I feel I'm a lot more confident that he gets up 15 field goal attempts than 5 threes. Do you have market support on that line? Not really the 3-point line. Points line there's just absolutely clear market support. Let me do a little more dive. I think we're gonna go over here with Barrett. I think we're gonna go over plus signal. Damn. All right, let's get it. Do I have everything? Yeah, we got 3 right now. Here's a wild one. Dick under 1.5 3-pointers made for plus money. Doubt you even look at the sheet. Yeah, minus 125 at ESPN bet if you do the 20 plus, and minus 125 DraftKings on the straight line. We did just get a sharp, strong move to the under at a couple books. If you already bet it, you're in the clear. But if you haven't bet it yet, we did this with Desmond Bain yesterday, and it worked. I I think we can get a better price if we wait. We did this with Bain yesterday, and I think someone else. I can't believe I didn't release Rui's threes yesterday. Off topic, but okay. Yes, I am going to play RJ Barrett. It's going to be just like yesterday. I am going to come back and play this at the end of the day. But I do think, I don't know if we're getting 18 and a half. I'll be honest. I don't know that we get 18 and a half, but I do think it's possible, very possible. We see a 19 and a half, 110. And I mean, y'all know me. Y'all have been following me. I'm very price sensitive. So if I can lay a 115 or a 110 instead of a 125, I'm gonna do it. So let's wait. Let Pinnacle move. Let FanDuel move. The rest of the market will follow them. Some idiot will stick their neck out at 110, 115, and then we'll play it. Pardon me. That's the whole plan right now for RJ Barrett. Someone said Grady Dick under 1.5 3-pointers made it plus money. I know they like to run people off the line, but Storch, you're off dope for that one, buddy. There ain't no way in hell I'm playing that one. Disregard this. If you looked at this, throw it out of your memory hole. All right, moving on. Philly, New York, Embiid out. I think there's some other shit going on too. OG questionable, Cat questionable, Julian Edwards questionable, Lowry out, Gordon out. Obviously, McCain's out for the season. Embiid out, Yabusele out, Quentin Grimes a game time decision. Hey, WVU boy. If you know, you know. Big dub over TCU last night. WVU gotta beat BYU. If they beat BYU, it's easy in. If they don't beat BYU, they got to make a run in the tourney if they gonna have in the conference play. If they gonna have any hope. Low key, Drummond could have a bunch of boards today. 7.5 feel low as shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, they figured it out. It's like 8.5 along the board. I still lean over Drummond 8.5 boards though. I still lean over Drummond 8.5 boards. Let's just pull the model up. Knicks, points. Kelly Oubre, because you're a junior, I have to do the shit by hand. Philly, Kelly Oubre Jr. How many minutes do we want to slate Kelly for before I do some handwork? If you think this game can stay anywhere near competitive, you're confident. You're comfortable with 38. 16-16 on the points, so not enough there. Maxi, I'm right with market. OG might be a look at the over. Mikal Bridges, actually, we're going to look into Mikal. Yeah, let's go look at Mikal Bridges. 1 second. I like Bridges over. The price is stupid, but I have him at 2.88. So looking at it, I'm really not confident like laddering it either. This is going to have to be a lay piece. This could be something that could be paired with the Hallie under 9.5 assists, though. Mikhail 2+3s. And let me actually search the market at 2+ instead of the straight line and see if anyone's kind of messed up. All right, let's see here. Probably missed Hart double at a good price. Brunson under 26.5. What worries me about that Brunson under is Cat is a game time decision. And you can't trust Thibs to pull his guys up 30. Yeah, 145 is the best I'm seeing. Let me just go over to Rivers. Sometimes they do mess up. NBA. Mikal Bridges. Nah, they're taxing like crazy. 175. I do like Bridges over as a parlay piece. The 1.5. It's not a ladder spot for me. I am intrigued by his volume. 10+ in the last matchup. 5+ in 3 straight. So that does make me feel good about 2+, even at the price. But again, 3. I don't hate it, but it's not looked good post All-Star break. I like 2+. I like 2+ as a late piece. Yeah, I got that down on the board. I do lean under Karl Anthony Towns points here. Hold on, let me run this. I lean over Paul George's 3s, so I want to look into that. Also, let's go look at Miles. Hold on. One thing at a time, Matty Ace. So Karl Anthony Towns, I'm at 23.22 points. So, I mean, I do lean under the 24.5s, but nothing actionable. Don't worry about it. I lean under Hart's points, but I worry about Cat being out, his usage going up. And he's over in quite a few. Double price, minus 160. That's weird. Correlation doesn't mean causation, though. Nah, we're chilling. But I hate this because, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not chilling, bro. Every time I have a double or triple lean and I don't play it, it smacks. I'm going Hart triple-double for a quarter unit. Let me check Rivers. I think I've checked everywhere but Rivers. Actually, can anyone check ESPN in the chat, please? Check an ESPN and an MGM. Ben Storch, maybe Ben, ESPN, Storch, MGM, or vice versa, however y'all want to do it. Player combos. Where the specials? That's what it's under. Oh, Rivers is going to by far be the best. I'm pretty confident in that. They're at plus 1,000. Y'all, please wait because we're probably going to move the market. Don't hit this yet. We'll set it up. Let's make sure we get the best price and then we'll all go smack it. Doesn't have to be a race. Hopefully, none of them are watching. Rivers plus 150. Okay, I'm going a quarter unit right now. Everybody go ahead and lock that in. Hopefully, we can all get down without moving the market. All right, I'm down with these. All right, cool. Small little quarter unit play. I mean, clearly massive, 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 massive value. So yeah, I like where we're sitting right now. All right, let me get that added to the banner, and then we just keep on keeping on. Someone asked me about a Brunson under points. Would be worried if Cat doesn't go. So probably no play for me there. 38 in the last matchup too. I'm cool off of Brunson under or over. I'm just chilling. Nothing from Maxi. I do want to go look at Miles McBride. It's so hard to put a ceiling on somebody when Thibs is the coach. The only, and I mean literal only reason I don't like this is because I don't know what his minutes are going to be like. But my lean is over. I'm not sure if you were asking over under. The lean is definitely over. Been market support on the over from 11.5 to 12.5. Lean over Miles McBride PRAs for sure. That's a WVU alum. So don't hate a Miles McBride threes either. Yeah, don't hate that over either. I lean over everything, Miles McBride. That might be a late lean. That's a role player, so you might see me bet him closer to tip off. What are we gonna do with Paul George? To me, feels like good over spot. Very, very, very small lean over for Paul George assists. Nothing on his rebounds. I personally lean over his points. The model is just at 18. I think it should be slightly higher. I'm at 18.3. I lean over Paul George's points here. I think the attempts are going to be good. I don't think we see like an 11 or a 6 or a 16. I think 15 to 20, 14 to 20 even, you could call it. 31, I don't think that's happening. 21, 22, this is really what I think we see this year, or this year, tonight. You had that kind of production without Joel. Mm-hmm. It's also worth noting his usage percentage is over 20 in all of the games without Joel. Man, I think we got to run PG. What's the market done? There's a 16 and a half, 125. Wow, it opened 15? Did it really? How many minutes did he run in the last game? I feel like I'm really missing something here. 29. Game before he had 40, which was just 2 days before that, minutes. The Chicago game, they lost by 32. That's the only reason his minutes were down. I know they're bad, but well, I mean, I don't know why I'm worrying. I mean, it's clear market support. 15 and a half was just some stupid ass number. Maybe that was before what's his face was announced out. That's got to be what it was, right? Yeah, I like Paul George PRAs over Paul George PRAs. 30th versus pick and roll ball handlers, but first in isolation. So it's like stark differences. Scoot over PAs. I'll get you. I'll get there. If it's a blowout, then he can cook too. True. I'm gonna leave PG's points / PRAs as a lean right now. Just because I didn't get the best of the number, really, but I still like the over. Here's another issue. Lean over Kelly Oubre again. Liked it in the last game. We didn't play it, and it soared. Who was that again? That was Chicago. Yeah, a little different matchup than the Knicks. Would probably lean more to a points over in this one than a PRs over. It's a much more difficult matchup. 5 versus spot up, 22 versus transition. But then again, 30th versus pick and roll ball handlers. 16 in the last game. That's when he ran 30 plus minutes. Game before, he had just 5 and played just 28 minutes. I like it. I honestly like PG's better in this one. Josh Hart, we already took the triple double. Quentin Grimes. I'll see if the model has anything. I lean under, but injuries this season and shit. 21 in that last one. Yeah, we're chilling on Quentin Grimes. Anything else in this game you want me to go over? If not, we'll move. We're in 12 into this, and we've got what? halfway through. All right, let's keep moving. Atlanta versus Miami. This is at least a competitive game. Spread on this one is just 2.5. Bam has struggled versus Atlanta this year. The model really likes his under. What's the market done? It's not really moving, at least on the points. Let's go look at his assists and rebounds. Nothing for me here. This is what I will say. Lean under for the points. This is my strongest lean. Bam under 19.5 points. Rebounds, I'm slightly over. I'm a little over 11 here. So I do lean over for Bam's rebounds. And then for assists, I'm slightly under. I'm like right at 3.5, but with the juice, there's an edge. So that's where I'm at with Bam. You know, he talked about adding a three-pointer this season. He's cashed in 8 of the last 10. What about versus them this season? No, none this season. Attempts? He had 2 in both. He was averaging like 4 or 5 potentials and then just 2 in the last one, which was the exact same matchup. Nah, nothing for me on Bam today. I do like his points under. I mean, just going way under versus them. What was the score in this last game? They lost by 12, ran 37 minutes. Okay. I do lean under Bam points. Okongwu had 17 in that last one. Let's see where the market comes out at. So when we're talking about points specifically, I lean over for Dyson. I lean under for Trey. What about Okongwu? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I do want to talk about a Dyson Daniels line. No, we're chilling. Trey Young under 25.5. How do we feel about that versus Miami? 11 in each of the 2 matchups this season. He has been going crazy the last 10. 11 last night versus Miami 2 days ago. Blitzed him a lot. Could grab value on Bale. Where I think Bam was questionable. Yep, that's exactly what's going to happen again tonight. Trey's going to pile up a bunch of potential assists. Hold on. Hard Rock is 26.5, 125 for sure. I'm going to see. It's too early for FanDuel to have their alt lines out, but it would probably be something in the same realm. One second here. I'm looking for this. 26.5. You running with some real life shit. I still honestly like it at 25.5, if we're being honest. If that's where I have to play it, I will. Player points. Yeah. Noah's Ark. There's a 26.5 at Rivers. I think that's playable. Not, I mean, and that's a really good number. There's a 26.5 minus 125 at Hard Rock and a 26.5 minus 140 at MGM. I mean, the 26.5, 140 at MGM is still massive value. Technically, Rivers, according to this data provider, Rivers has the best edge. I want the 26.5, 125 personally, but the 25.5 minus '05 that says is the best line. But I'm running it. I'm running the 26.5. They're both playable. A little bit of risk aversion there. All right, back up and back moving. Took Trey's points under. I do lean over his assist, but I don't want to get cute. This is a 10-point spread game. Could get ugly quick, honestly. He had 23. Shit. If y'all remember 2 days ago, I was all over this. Same matchup, same read, same results. How many 3-point attempts did he have in that game? 9. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Oh my gosh. Oh, I read that like a book and did nothing with it. What an idiot. Let me go see what the market's done today. I mean, that's disappointing. If you were in the chat, man, you know I spent so much time on that to not put any money down. I don't even want to get crazy. Like, I kind of just want to put a quarter unit on the over 2.5 at plus 140. I'm not trying to get cute. I just knew the attempts were going to be there, man. I said 5 plus. This man threw 10 of them bitches up. I know it's a new system with Miami, and that's a 1-game sample size, and I shouldn't put too much into it, but I read that so clean and did nothing with it. If you remember, it was like a 1.5 minus 140, not no minus 213. Oh. That'll be a parlay piece. That'll be a lotto piece. Although you could go 1.5 as a lay piece as well. What was the other 3-point lay piece we have? McHale 2 plus, Wiggins 1 plus. I don't hate that. Y'all asked me to build a lotto. If we can be out of here within 2 hours, I'll build the lotto live. Let me see what I have on Hero. 3.7 on the threes, so nothing there. 6 flat on the assist, so I lean under the plus monies. Points, lean under. We're going to have to actually look into that one. 27.5 for Hero. 40, 28, 40, and then a dud. 27.5. They are 28th versus pick and roll ball handlers. He had 28 in the matchup prior this year. I lean under for Hero, but I see how you could get there. I think that's going to do it for me in this game. I just will say Bam points could end up on the slip before the end of the day. And I will run back the lean sheet to y'all at the end of today's stream. Someone did say something about Khalil Ware, so let me go see where he's sitting at in the market. Where? Well, yes, because my points are at 14. So, yes, off rip. Assists under. Rebounds Under. Okay. Points is what I'm interested in. He had 8, 15 boards. What the I really don't know how to put a ceiling on Khalil's Ware's minutes. Like I know there is one, but is it 40? Is it like 39 in this game? He ran just 23 yesterday. Or no. Is that right? 23? Yeah. 24. That tells me the ceiling's 30. Let's go 34. Tough read for me. I mean, the market's confusing me. I lean over his points and under his rebounds. Um, his rebounds number though doesn't make sense to where I'd put his points. So I'm actually kind of confused on where. Kind of confused on where. Without Bam, I love his over 11 and a half points though. Without Bam, I'd love his over 11 and a half. All right, let's move. OKC Brooklyn. I'm going to give you guys 1 minute to put any requests in on this game. And I'm going to look at the model. And if there's no requests and nothing that is screaming at me, I'm just going to skip this shit show. I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm going to keep it so honest with you. I feel like I watch more NBA than 97 of NBA ball watchers. I could name 7 guys on the Nets. I can name their starting lineup because I type it in every morning. And Killian Hayes is recently added, so I could probably add 6. But like, no. I don't have a read. The data's not good on them. We can even argue that the data on OKC right now isn't great, just because there's not been a lot of overlap between Hartenstein and Chet yet. So I'm looking through the model. I don't see shit. Yeah, SGA under because of the blowout. Bro, he can give you 35 in 3 quarters. Easy. If there was a blowout under, you know who I'd be thinking of. Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams. That's who it is. If there's anything in this game you can convince me of, there's anything, it's probably going to be Jalen Williams points under because of the blowout. That's what it looked like. Maybe a PA's. This is the only thing, bullet to my head. Make a bet or die. That's the only thing I'm playing. But I'm not playing it because I don't have to. This is the only thing I'd play, and I'd be on my hands and knees playing for a blowout. You said look at Shea's points with him in the lineup. Under in 12 of 15. None of these teams are Brooklyn, are they? No, they haven't played this season. Last season with Chet, he split this. But Brooklyn, I mean, are they a different team? Yes, but are they also worse? Yes. Uh you know what, Ben? I mean, Godspeed, brother, if that's what you want to do. My model projections are 33.72 for Shea. I think there is a very strong argument to be made that his minute ceiling is like 34, um, which is a really strong argument for your case. It's a really, but I think this team is ranked dead last in defensive rating. So he's over in 5 of his last 10, sub 34. And this is the worst defense in the league. I can't. Look at you guys trying to get me to bet on this shit ass game. There's other games on the board. This is the worst one to bet. You know what? This probably looked good too, Storch. Do they play tomorrow? And if they do play tomorrow, is it important? Let me see that. Is this like a get Chet in rhythm spot or save Chet for a more important game tomorrow spot? Only run him 27. No, I really do not want to bet on this game. They're off tomorrow as well. See, I feel like Shea could run shorter minutes and Chet could kind of get some rhythm minutes. You know what? I like Chet's over better than Shea's under. I'll give you guys that. I like Chet's over better than Shea's under. Jalen Williams PA's under would be my closest thing to a bet. But respectfully, we gonna keep it moving on that game. Nothing out of me and expect nothing. This game, we got injury news, Desunmo game time decision, Vooch game time decision, Kevin game time decision, Zach Collins game time decision, Norman Powell out. Chicago is a 9-point dog at home. Well, I mean, almost 10. There's a lot of 9.5s on the board as well. The sharper books seem to be going 9.5. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. The next 3 games suck, but I'm gonna still try. Let me just go to the model. Whoa. Hey Ben, you might be onto something. Shea's going down. You know what? I want to play the other side. Be honest with you, I want to run a Shea's over, but the market's coming down on it. Like, you give me a Shea 27, 28 and a half, and I'm sorry, I'm nuking it. Hey, real quick, just going to plug this real quick, and then it's right back down to business. Everything down below on the banner is everything I've played for today. Everything was to win 1 unit minus the Josh Hart triple-double. That's just a quarter unit play. And on top of that, if you don't mind, man, we just reached over 1,000 people to tap in today. If you don't mind, drop a like, drop a follow, drop a retweet. Helps me not only grow, but bring good guests, big guests, sharp guests onto the stream when I'm able to go and say, look, I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,000 views a day. And I couldn't do it without y'all. I mean, shout outs to the real OGs that have been out here with me for the last year when I had 100 people listening. So at the end of the day, a year ago, I had 100. Now, multiple times a week, we're over 1,000. So I do appreciate y'all for real. Shout outs to New York State of Mind. Shout outs to David F. Shout outs to Josh, man. And shout outs to everybody I previously mentioned. I appreciate all the support on the channel. And shout outs to my guy Turk for the retweet, man. Really, really, really appreciate it. Zubox over 1.5 assists. Let's get to it. Let's get to the model. Vucevic officially listed out. Let's just go to underdog real quick. Ben, can we move this to a parlay piece? Let's just hold this as a lay piece because this is a yes. This is a yes. The model's at 2.4. So the answer is yes, Ben. But I like it as a lay piece. Hold on, let me get that down. That wasn't Vucevic. Zubox. Yeah, Vucevic is out. Alexander Sarr is out. Jalen Suggs without a timetable to return. Sam Hauser is questionable. Luke Cornett out. Al Horford not on the injury report. Porzingis still questionable. Shout outs Ben. He plugged this a little bit earlier. Jaylen Brown questionable. Podol questionable. Barnes questionable. Schroeder questionable. All right, we're caught up, I think. Yes, we're caught up. All right. Does that any of that affect any of our bets? I don't think so. Not yet. All right, good. Vucevic, I keep saying that. Zubox assists over is a lay piece, but not a straight bet. You know where I'm going here. Clippers are a tough matchup for this. Kobe White playing, right? I bet this just locked up too, right? With the Vucevic. Yeah, Vucevic actually got it right that time. Vucevic news. Is DraftKings still open? Vucevic is out for sure now. I mean, this might be a 10-point loss the deeper I get into it. Yeah, but the usage percentage will be up. What's his usage last five? Yeah, I think 21 is a good floor. Let's go without Vooch and without Zach. Well, without Vooch this season, 2 games, usage percentage was about 25 in each. Without Levine this season, 22% was his average. All right. Let me get to his assists specifically. I do like a Giddy over 5.5 assists. Again, these lines might be closed with the Vucevic news. I don't even know. Let's come back to this game. Uh, Hold on, my shit's blowing up here. One of my boys is trying to catch a Wizards game. Yeah, that's cool. Storch, yeah, I think your chat's working, bro. Or actually, yeah. Ben Simmons over 4.5 assists. Actually, no, Storch, that did not come through. Zubox ladder to 3. Actually, Storch, that did come through. I'm lying. That did come through. All right, we'll look at him. Underdog news. Thanks, Ben. I'm sorry. I'm just now catching up with the chat. Harden RA looks good, but don't know with these injuries. Okay. Let me go. I'm going to go to DraftKings, make sure all these lines are open because I'm kind of feeling is over 5.5 assists. 5.5, not the 6.5 plus money. Yeah, we're still open. I like this assist over, boys. 5.5, 135. I know it's a tough matchup with them, but I'm at 647. I'm gonna leave it as a lean. I'm gonna leave Giddy's assist over as a lean, but it's a strong lean. Yeah, books are hit because that line that line is kind of crazy, but it is actually a good spot for Lonzo to get a couple above the break threes. So books are just smart on that one. 9.31 on my Harden assist line. Nothing there. Points, I do lean under, but I don't love it. Nothing for me on Harden. Wow, his line's 3.5. Yeah, no plays for Harden. That threes line I think actually might be a little overdue. Like 3.5. I might actually kind of lean under there. This actually might be. I don't think I've played a Kawhi over points all year. I'm not saying I am, but I'm not saying I'm not. 10th in transition, but 25th versus pick and roll ball handlers. Over in each of the last two. He's played 30 plus in 5 straight games. 1, 2, 3, 4 straight games. That's the only 4. Field goal attempts. Sporadic, man. Without Norman Powell, I do think our floor would be 15. I'm not running my first over. Look at assist round robin for this game. Very possible. Harden RAs. I did his points and didn't even look at his RAs. I'm tripping. My fault. Harden assists. I did say I do lean under. I'm at 9.31. Rebounds, 5.82. RAs, nothing really. But let's dig deeper just without Powell. I know it's only a handful of games. Is it 2? 11. That's what it is. I don't have enough edge, so I don't have any. I don't have any plays on Harden. One. Nothing. All right, that game is a shit show anyways. Let's move on. Not that this game's any better. Sacramento at Utah. Utah, 10-point dog at home. Very high total, though, at 237. Could be a good overspot for a couple guys. Let's talk about the injuries. Sexton out. Markkanen out. Collins out. Hendricks out. Walker Kessler, game time decision. Keon Ellis is the only questionable or out player for Sacramento. They are healthy. Head-to-head this season, keep in mind Walker Kessler's out. He dominated them, at least in the points. This is a brand new team, though. No Fox, add Levine. Without Walker Kessler, I don't see how this game stays even within 10. And it's not even that Sacramento's a good team. Let's go look at some player type data and see. I don't have any initial leans. Let me actually go to the model first. Kings, points, run it. Zach LaVine, 25, lean over. Keegan, right at market. Malik Monk, right at market. DeMar, strong lean over. Walker Kessler, if he goes over. There's a lot of overs with this big-ass total. There's something else I want to see. Damn, books are hip. All right, there's some things to talk about. Sabonis points are a very strong lean over. My biggest issue with this is I lean over for Sabonis, Levine, and DeMar. But that doesn't mean I don't think they all can't score 20. I really do. I'm just going to have to try to find my favorite. Walker Kessler has struggled very much versus Sacramento in his career, even in plus 30-minute games. I'm going to stay away from my lean to his over on points. Valanciunas, I was very close to market. Keontae George, I don't remember because it didn't auto-populate. 1 second. Utah, Keontae, 18.74. Let me dig a little deeper into this one. me see where my minutes are. Let me give him 32. No, I'm right around that 18 number. Sexton's out, though. What's that look like? And Markkanen's out. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's going to have to chuck. Field goal attempts in that one averaging 18. Do not take anything to heart about what I said about his. The model had points under, but when you factor in Sexton and Markkanen, the field goal attempts are going to be through the roof. I think he's averaging 18 without those two, and 15 plus. He's averaging 21.7 points per game. Sacramento defense allowing the ninth most. No, I was going to say 21st most points. Yeah, I just suck for centers. 30th versus spot up, 15th versus pick and roll ball handlers, and 28th from above the break. I like his points and his threes over. Points and threes over for Keontae George. Damn, boys, I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of like his PRAs over. 29.5 is kind of OD, actually. But I do like each individual stat over by itself. Usage percentage is over 20 in every single game without Sexton this year. Yo, appreciate you tapping in, John. Hey, no problem if you can't make it live. You can always watch the replays, and everything I've bet so far is down there at the bottom. I'll go through the lean sheet at the end of today's show. I'm really strong on this Keontae George PAs over. It's not an official play for me just yet, but depending on what the market does, I'll dive into it deeper after stream as well. I do lean over Keontae George points, and I think this pairs well with it. I do like Collier's assists over. I don't hate a Collier double-double, and you could even pair this with Josh Hart at stupid plus money. Do we run the DK over 7.5, 130 right now? I'm going to say no, and the only reason I'm going to say no is because it looks like the market's going to continue to come down, maybe. Hold on, Hard Rock just locked. Let's see where they reopen. Yeah, they're coming down. We have not found the true bottom. Just wait. But this is another one. I forget who it was. I think it was Klingon, right? Was Klingon the one where we hadn't found the true bottom yet? I know Klingon, I think, is the one where we haven't found the true bottom yet. I love Keontae. He plays shooting guard when Sexton and Clarkson are out, while Collier gets to run the PG. He's going to have a traffic cone, Levine guarding him. Yeah, I like that. I like your thinking there. I like Keontae's points. But be honest, honestly, I like his points, rebounds, and assists each individually over in this game. I like Collier's double double. Let's see if it's affected. Not fucking without Walker Kessler. Thank you. Just don't understand only 24 minutes last game for Collier. But I do still lean over assists and double double. DeMar, I think Ben requested DeMar RAs. I like DeMar's points over a lot. Let's go to the model. Lean over his rebounds and lean under his assists. You know what worries me about DeMar being like he's still it's not as drastic as last season, but he still does not get it going early. Like he kind of lets the game come to him. More worrisome for guys like that. Like I'd almost rather have Levine, someone who's probably coming out chucking, than DeMar, someone who's going to get rolling in the third, fourth quarter or something like that. I mean, even second quarter. Levine coming off 42. Nothing really intriguing me there. Hold on, let me run the model for rebounds. Zach Levine, I do lean over his boards. Price is getting up there. Over 3.5, 125 still available. Couple of those out there. I do lean over Levine's boards. Clarkson 3 is free money. I definitely will look into it. Zach Levine 4.6. I actually lean over Levine's RAs. Yeah, that juice is crazy. Never mind. I like, man, you know what? It's really hard for me to say. I like DeMar's points the most in this game. It's a blowout. There's a lot of leans I have. I don't know which way to roll. So no official plays for me on either of those three guys. But I will have an SGP or something in this game. I do like an SGP in this one. The discrepancy in the market right now is ridiculous. FanDuel and Rivers. FanDuel 128, Rivers 129. Lock it in. 128 at FanDuel. Actually, before you lock it in, let me make sure there's not a better 3+ line. Sometimes the books mess that up. Doesn't look like it. I'm checking Rivers That'll be the last one. 129. Okay, it's the same. All right, I'm locking this in at 128. Yeah, it's a possible ladder spot. It's a possible ladder spot. Let's get the straight bet in. Let me add that to the banner. Cool. I love that. I love that. Back to hey, would you look at that? We actually just moved FanDuel 4 pennies. But FanDuel is actually still at minus 129, which is only 1 penny. 132 still good to go, or 129 at Rivers, good to go on that Jordan Clarkson. Yeah, shout outs Ben and Val. Shout outs y'all both for the Clarkson threes. Good looks, good looks, good looks. All right, I really didn't think I was going to have anything in this game, but that's an auto bet. I think that is going to do it for this game, though. Just Clarkson's threes. I do lean over Collier to have a double-double, which does pair well with Clarkson's threes. And Clarkson's threes might be a ladder spot as well. But let's try to get through the slate, and then maybe we can come back and finish it. This is the last game, though, right? Yeah, sweet. All right. Last game, Sengun PRAs last night, cashed by the hook. No, without Wimby, I'm not doing that. The Rockets are 9-point favorites at home. There he is. Okay, so he really struggled versus them this season. Worth noting. Couldn't get a shot up. Not today to attack Harrison Barnes, I don't think. He's kind of, I check him every day because I think he's super undervalued in the market, but not the day to play him. Again, as I said, Sengun without Wimby, I'm just not interested. There's 38.5s, 130, but this could be a really good spot for him at home. Not interested. Let's look at Jalen Green's under. The model leans under, but I think this is a scary spot to attack this under. Over in 2 or 3 this season. Over in 3 straight. I know it's a back-to-back, but 22nd versus pick and roll ball handlers and 21st in transition. No, I'm not playing that. It's a lean under because of the model, but I'm chilling. Is Fred VanVleet questionable, possibly playing? No, he's already been determined out. Okay. Do lean under De'Aaron Fox, points 23.5. What has the market done? Not much yet. I do lean under De'Aaron Fox there. And then my last lean, the model likes, is Vassal's points over. It's after a 20 ball in the last one. Missed both this season. Clarkson's now locked up on FanDuel. Wow. Jabari PRA's over, and then Sabonis PA's. We'll look at both of those. Jabari Smith. I don't hate this. I do like Jabari Smith's over. PRAs. Minnesota, Milwaukee. Minnesota is very depleted. Struggled versus Utah in reduced minutes, but not super reduced. I do lean over. I think we see 30 plus minutes out of him. I think we see a really good game out of Jabari. I lean over. It's a blowout potential game. Not been an issue for him this season. Especially because I think he still is playing 25 plus. Still not a lot of books open on this line yet either. Or I should at least say not everybody. So as this line opens up and becomes more available, maybe I do look into a PRA over for Jabari Smith Jr. here. I don't hate that idea at all. All right, I think that covers the slate. We're right at 2 hours too. Let's circle back to Klingon. I want to see what the market's done. If you have Hard Rock, go to Hard Rock. If you don't have Hard Rock, go to Rivers. I think I got to play this. Yeah, lock in that plus 105. Over 10.5 boards. Quentin Grimes PRAs, I can do that. I'm going to kind of just quickly go through the big leans. All right, Klingon, yeah, we already played that. Scoot Henderson's assist plus monies. I'm actually just going to skip over that. Porzingis is still questionable. I mean, announced questionable. I do lean over his threes, though. I do lean over KP's threes if he goes. Halliburton under. We talked about making this just a parlay piece on his assists. See what the market's done real quick. Market hasn't really moved. Ben, I still like this. Probably keep this in some kind of lay today. Probably keep that in some kind of lay today. What was next on the lean sheet? Mikal Bridges 2+3s. Again, that's a lay please because the juice is crazy and I don't love the ladder potential here. Let me see if the juices came down any. No. Nope. Still like it as a lay piece, not as a straight bet. Hart triple double, we already ran it. McBride PRA, I like it, but you got to let more people open. He's a role player. I did want to talk about Paul George points and PRAs and 3-pointers over. So let's go look at that again. For me, Everything is just a slight lean over for PG. The 16.5, 120 at Hard Rock is like calling my name though. Maybe 2+3s or 15 plus points ends up in something for PG. So I'll leave you with those leans, but nothing official for PG there. Bam under points. Let me go back to circle back to that. They are ranked number 26th versus pick and roll man and 27th paint inside the restricted area. I'm gonna leave it alone, but I do lean under for Bam's points. I really do. Zubox assists. We spoke. That'll be a parlay piece. Collier again. That double is probably a lay piece. I like Keontae. Did I bet Keontae? I don't think I bet him. I like him. That's right, because I bet Clarkson over the threes. Quentin Grimes. Let me go over Quentin Grimes, and then I think I'm gonna call it, man. Storch, I will tell you on the points, you have market support. On the assists, not so much. And then for the rebounds, you do have support to the over as well. I would say I could get behind a PR over, like a lean for me. Nothing official, but I do lean that way. All right, 205 deep. Do we want to cook a lay real quick? All right, give me a second here. FanDuel has the humpback 30% boost. Does not have to be a same game parlay. Okay, cool. They're gonna go Drummond, Kelly, PG, someone Maxi Grimes. I might have it. 0.1 lotto. Plus 11.98. Let me go see if that's the best price I can find. Shout outs to my man John, man. I appreciate all the support. Shout outs, New York State of Mind. Shout out to David F, man. I appreciate all the engagement, man. I really do. Appreciate y'all for breaking it down or for hopping in here while I break this down. I think right now what I've got is KP 3+, Paul George 3+, Jordan Clarkson 4+. You could just run a Clarkson 3+ there. Take that a little easier. 3-3-3 with the threes, minus 128. I don't hate that. I don't hate that one bit. Porzingis 3, PG 3, Clarkson 3, plus 738. PG, Clarkson, Paul George. Paul George, I like him to get 3 in this matchup, man. I really, really, really do, especially at plus money. Clarkson, we saw it. It's all green without Sexton. They leak a lot of threes. All we're playing, we get 27 plus minutes. I'm in love with that line. Porzingis, if he plays, I love the 3+. If not, we're still gonna have a good lay. Averaging 6 threes per game on the season. I think he had 7 in both matchups versus Detroit this season. All I'm asking for is 5. If he gets 5 or more, we're laying a plus money. He's got a 54% hit rate. Over in 2 or 3 this year without Horford, without Brown. If we date back to last season, wow, only last season too. Oh, there's only been, well, that's with 5+ 3-point attempts. Wow, still very few with this lineup. I think that's what we go. Hold on, let me see if I got this boost too. %30 hump day profit boost. That's what I'm going with, Storch. All right, y'all, this is the lay. 0.1 unit for this for me too. Very, 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 very small. Porzingis 3+ threes, Paul George 3+ threes, Jordan Clarkson 3+ threes. I'll add that to the banner, and then we'll call it an episode. All right, man, that's going to call it. Anthony Simons under 9.5 RAs. Tobias Harris over 1.5 assists. Andrew Nembhard over 4.5 assists. Josh Hart triple-double. Trae Young under 26.5 points. Jordan Clarkson over 2.5 threes. Donovan Clingan over 10.5 rebounds. And then the lotto, which is Porzingis, Clarkson, and PG, all to hit 3 or more threes. That's all I got for today, although I wouldn't be surprised if you see some extra shit on the timeline. Make sure you've got, what happened to my hat? Y'all seeing this? My hair look like shit too. All right, that's all I got. I got to fix this. Oh my God. Best of luck today. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Until then, man, let's go.